I decided to get into the e-commerce space for the lifestyle, for the location independence and eventually financial freedom. Surprisingly, I always loved maps and I loved traveling, and I actually built a community for travelers even before I had the products ready. So that was pretty much me serving people like myself, people who are global citizens who enjoy adventuring, and creating products for those people was a lot of fun for me. My name is Andri Sadlak, and the business I just sold is in travel home decor niche. So basically travel maps and poster hanger frames, two product lines under one brand name. I started this business in December 2017. In the first year of running this business, I had to go through some struggles to learn how to run this better, but basically what happened, I lost about 5,000 units of the only product I had at that point. There was a quality issue, we had to recall everything, destroy all of that inventory, and I was out of stock for about 5 months. Lost a lot of money, I think it was like 35K US at that point, and in order for me to recover the business, I had to sell my townhome, my primary residence, to fund new inventory run. But those hiccups taught me a lot about the way to operate this business and also what could go wrong and all the risks involved in the e-commerce businesses. That was part of the motivation for me to take that break so I could relax, reset, and start over in a safer and more confident way. So about 3 years, give or take, in total before I sold it. I first discovered Empire Flippers through a friend of mine who just sold his business prior to me. He basically showed me the entire process and I liked it. About a year ago, I wrote down in my notepad that I want to sell this business for 500K. What Empire Flippers did that I really appreciated was enough preliminary calls and consultations to set your business up for success. So they asked me the right questions, I was able to position my business in the best light, and they gave me some suggestions on what to take care of in this process to make sure there will be more people interested, more bids, more interviews, and you'll end up with the highest possible amount for the business you're selling. What I really learned during the process is that Empire Flippers really built a system for both the buyer and the seller to benefit from it, to mitigate any possible risks, and obviously with experience they know what might go wrong. And I felt very safe going through this, and I feel like the buyer who bought the business was actually also very confident because of the proper due diligence steps in place, all the proper transfers, they're very well systemized, and also an inspection period right after the offer is accepted. What was nice is seeing enough interested parties who were willing to pay what I had in my goals there. And I didn't check the final numbers up until the sale happened. And when it did, I looked at that number, like total, everything that's actually going to be paid to my bank account. It was exactly like $500,358, something like that. It was pretty interesting to see because it's so precise. It's not $499, it's not $501, it's $500,000 something. And I was like, wow, I could have put a bigger goal, I guess. I know for most e-commerce entrepreneurs, the end goal is usually a successful exit. And now that I went through the entire circle, starting from nothing and building this business and exiting, I understand the entire process. And with a partner in this process like Empire Flippers, it's not that hard. And now as a result of me knowing what worked for me, I'm sharing with others, I'm telling them what I did to get to where I was before I sold the business and what I'm doing now to start another one. So in addition to having consulting clients, I'm also expanding this mastermind group so more people can join, which I believe works the best for pretty much any person who wants to build something great. I would definitely recommend reaching out to Empire Flippers to take advantage of all the experience they've had. I found them the best for executing on my exit strategy, and I'd definitely come back when I have another business ready for sale.